Your grandmother's house smelled like lavender and pledge, and you could eat off the kitchen floor. She never bought a 40-pound surface cleaner from Instagram. She had white vinegar, bicarbonate of soda, and a cloth that used to be your grandfather's vest. And her house was cleaner than yours will ever be. Number 17 is so effective that cleaning companies copied the method and now charge you £8 for what costs 3 pence at home. These 30 habits were the way Britain kept house for generations before marketing convinced us we needed a different product for every surface. Subscribe, because this will save you money. Let us count down the 30 oddly useful British habits that kept homes spotless. Number 30. Opening windows first thing. Before anyone touched a duster, the windows went open. Every morning, rain or shine, your Nan cracked the bedroom windows and let cold air flood through the house for at least 20 minutes. She called it airing the house. No dehumidifier, no air purifier plugged into the wall. Just fresh British air moving through every room, pushing out stale cooking smells, damp, and whatever the dog brought in. The condensation on the windows dried. The bedding lost that overnight warmth that breeds dust mites. The whole house woke up. Modern homes are sealed tight for energy efficiency, trapping moisture and allergens inside. Your Nan solved that problem every morning before the kettle boiled. Number 29. The doormat rule. Nobody crossed the threshold in shoes. Not the postman, not Uncle Terry, nobody. Your Nan had a proper coir doormat outside and a second mat inside. Every visitor wiped their feet twice or they heard about it. Shoes came off in the porch. That was not negotiable. Studies now show that 80% of household dirt enters on the soles of shoes. Your grandmother did not need a study. She had eyes and a freshly mopped floor. Number 28. Newspaper for glass. Before Windoline, before Mr. Muscle, your Nan cleaned windows with screwed-up newspaper and a splash of vinegar water. The ink acted as a mild abrasive, and the dense paper left no lint behind. Every pane came up streak-free. A Sunday paper cost a few pence and cleaned the whole house. She would buff those windows until you could see your reflection, then fold the leftover sheets under the cat's bowl. Number 27. The Monday wash. Laundry had a day, and that day was Monday. Not whenever the basket overflowed. Not 3 half-loads scattered across the week. Monday was wash day. Everything went in. Sheets, towels, clothes, the lot. The discipline meant laundry never piled up. Clothes were washed, wrung, pegged out by lunchtime, and ironed by tea time Tuesday. A fixed routine meant the house never descended into that modern chaos of baskets in every room and a dryer running at midnight. Number 26. Bicarbonate of soda on carpets. Before the Dyson, before shake and vac, your Nan sprinkled bicarbonate of soda liberally across the carpet, left it for 30 minutes, then vacuumed it up with the Hoover. The bicarbonate absorbed odors, loosened ground-in dirt, and freshened the pile without leaving chemical residue. A box cost about 30 pence, and it lasted for months. The carpet smelled clean because it was clean, not because it had been doused in synthetic fragrance. Number 25. Vinegar in the rinse. A capful of white vinegar went into the final rinse of every wash load. It softened fabric naturally, stripped soap residue, and kept towels fluffy without fabric conditioner. Your Nan's towels actually absorbed water because they were not coated in waxy softener. That sharp vinegar smell vanished as the clothes dried. A bottle cost pennies and outlasted a dozen boxes of expensive softener pods. Number 24. The tea towel rotation. Your Nan never used the same tea towel twice. A fresh one came out of the drawer every morning, and yesterday's towel went straight into the wash pile. No damp cloth festering on the oven door handle for a week. No musty smell when you picked it up. Clean towel, clean hands, clean kitchen. She probably had a dozen in rotation, bought from the market for next to nothing. That simple discipline stopped bacteria breeding on the very thing she used to dry the dishes. Number 23. Lemon halves for the chopping board. After cutting onions or raw meat, your Nan rubbed the chopping board with half a lemon, left it for 5 minutes, then rinsed it clean. The citric acid killed bacteria and lifted stains from the wood. No bleach spray, no plastic boards destined for landfill. Her wooden board lasted decades and smelled of citrus, not chemicals. Number 22. Salt on a fresh spill. The moment red wine hit the carpet, your Nan reached for the salt cellar, not the vanish. She poured table salt onto the stain in a thick layer, let it absorb the liquid for 10 minutes, then brushed it away. The salt drew the wine out of the fibers before it could set. This worked on tea, coffee, gravy, anything wet. By the time the salt was swept up, the stain was half gone. A quick sponge with cold water finished the job. No panic, no expensive stain remover, just salt and speed. Number 21. Washing up immediately after meals. There was no leaving dishes to soak overnight. The moment the plates were cleared, the washing up bowl came out, the fairy liquid went in, and everything was washed, dried, and put away before anyone sat down for the evening. The kitchen was spotless by 7:30 every night. No crusty pans growing bacteria in cold water. No towers of crockery on the draining board. That discipline, washing up the moment the meal ended, meant the kitchen never looked dirty because it never was. Number 20. Hot water and soda crystals for drains. Once a week, your Nan poured a handful of soda crystals down the kitchen sink, followed by a kettle of boiling water. The alkaline solution dissolved grease and food buildup before it had a chance to block the pipes. She never called a plumber for a slow drain. She never bought chemical drain unblocker. Soda crystals cost about 50 pence a bag and prevented the problem entirely. The same treatment went down the bathroom plug hole every Sunday. Prevention, not cure. That was how her generation thought. Number 19. Turning mattresses monthly. The first Saturday of every month, your Nan flipped the mattress. Head to foot 1 month, upside down the next. This distributed wear evenly, prevented sagging, and stopped dust mites from settling into permanent colonies. The mattress lasted 20 years, instead of the 7 years we get from memory foam that we never rotate. She would AR it by the open window while she changed the sheets. Simple maintenance that cost nothing, and meant the bed supported your back properly for decades. Number 18. Damp dusting. Your Nan never flicked a dry duster around and called it done. She used a damp cloth, slightly wrung out, and wiped every surface methodically. The dampness trapped dust instead of sending it airborne to settle somewhere else 5 minutes later. Shelves, skirting boards, windowsills, picture frames, all done with one damp cloth rinsed in warm water. Dry dusting is essentially just relocating the problem. Your Nan actually removed it. Number 17. Vinegar and newspaper for taps. This is the one cleaning companies copied. Your Nan soaked a strip of newspaper in white vinegar, wrapped it around the lime-scale-crusted tap, and left it for an hour. When she peeled it away, the lime scale came with it. The chrome underneath gleamed like new. No scrubbing, no specialist lime scale remover at £4 a bottle. Just vinegar and patience. In hard water areas across the southeast, this was gospel. Every kitchen and bathroom tap sparkled because of a trick that cost less than a penny per use. First pattern break. Here is where it gets interesting. Your Nan's cleaning caddy probably contained 5 items: white vinegar, bicarbonate of soda, soda crystals, fairy liquid, and a tin of Brasso. That was it. 5 products for the entire house. Today, the average British household spends over £600 a year on cleaning products, according to Mintel research. We have a different spray for the hob, the oven, the bathroom tiles, the shower screen, the toilet, the mirrors, and the floors. Your Nan cleaned all of those with variations of the same 5 things, and her house was cleaner. The cleaning industry did not grow because homes got dirtier. It grew because marketing got smarter. Number 16. Brasso on everything metal. Door handles, letterboxes, stair rods, fire irons. Anything brass or copper got the Brasso treatment once a fortnight. Your Nan would squeeze a little onto a soft cloth, rub in circles until the tarnish lifted, then buff with a clean rag until the metal glowed warm and golden. That familiar smell of Brasso meant Saturday morning. The front door knocker gleamed so bright it announced to the entire street that this was a house that took pride in itself. A tin lasted years. Number 15. The front step ritual. In terraced streets across the north, the front step was scrubbed and whitened every week. Your Nan got down on her knees with a donkey stone or a block of cream cleaner. She scrubbed that stone step until it shone, pale against the dark brick. It was not just cleaning. It was a public declaration. A white step told the neighbors that standards were being kept. A grubby step invited judgment. The whole street kept each other honest. That communal pressure meant every house looked cared for, and the habit extended inward. If the step was clean, the hallway was clean. If the hallway was clean, the whole house was clean. Number 14. Putting things back immediately. Your Nan never left anything out of place. Scissors went back in the drawer. Books returned to the shelf. Coats hung on hooks. The discipline was absolute and automatic. She did not need a decluttering guru to tell her that mess accumulates when objects do not have a home. Every item lived somewhere specific, and it went back there the moment it was finished with. The house looked tidy because it was tidy, not because she spent Sunday afternoons reorganizing. This single habit, putting things away immediately, prevented more mess than any cleaning product ever could. Number 13. Boiling the dishcloths. Once a week, your Nan dropped every dishcloth and cleaning rag into a pan of boiling water with a tablespoon of soda crystals. She let them simmer for 10 minutes. The boiling killed bacteria that no amount of rinsing under the tap could touch. The soda crystals stripped grease and odor. Those cloths came out white, fresh, and properly sanitized. We throw dishcloths away now when they start to smell, buying new packs every month. Your Nan's lasted until they fell apart from years of honest use. She understood that the thing you clean with needs to be clean itself, or you are just spreading dirt around. Number 12. Lavender biz in drawers and wardrobes. Your Nan tucked small fabric pouches of dried lavender into every drawer and hung them in the wardrobe between coats. The lavender deterred moths naturally, kept clothes smelling fresh, and meant the wardrobe never developed that stale, closed-up mustiness. She grew the lavender in the garden, dried it on the windowsill, and sewed the bags herself from old fabric. Completely free, completely effective. Now we buy cedar balls and chemical moth repellents that cost a fortune, and do the same job worse. Number 11. 1 room a day. Your Nan did not clean the entire house in one marathon weekend session. She cleaned 1 room thoroughly each day. Monday was the kitchen, Tuesday the front room, Wednesday the bedrooms. By Friday the whole house was done, and no single day felt overwhelming. This rotation meant every room was properly cleaned once a week without fail. The consistency was the genius. Modern cleaning advice says, do a little bit every day. Your Nan already knew. She built it into the structure of the week and never thought twice about it. Number 10. Cold tea for wood polish. Leftover tea from the pot was dampened onto a soft cloth and used to wipe down wooden furniture. The tannins in the tea conditioned the wood, deepened the color, and left a subtle shine without any waxy residue. Your Nan's sideboard gleamed with a warmth that no spray polish could replicate. She was recycling before recycling was a word. That cold cuppa did double duty, and the furniture lasted generations looking rich and well kept. Second pattern. Break. Consider this. Your grandmother's generation threw away almost nothing. A vest became a duster became a floor rag became kindling. Tea leaves cleaned carpets before vacuum cleaners were common. Eggshells scoured pans. Stale bread wiped down wallpaper. Every item had a second life, and that second life usually involved cleaning something. We buy microfiber cloths now, use them 3 times and bin them. Your Nan would have been horrified, not by the waste of money, though that too, but by the waste of perfectly good material. Her cleaning habits were inseparable from her habit of wasting nothing, and that combination is why her home was always immaculate on a fraction of what we spend. Number 9. Bleach down the toilet last thing at night. Every evening, just before bed, your Nan poured a capful of dilute bleach around the toilet bowl and left it to work overnight. By morning, a quick brush and flush, and the bowl was white. No limescale ring, no staining, no heavy-duty toilet cleaner with a fancy nozzle costing £3. Cheap dilute bleach, used consistently, kept the toilet pristine because the overnight soak gave it time to work properly. The Sheffield study confirmed what she already knew. Consistent. Low-concentration bleach exposure prevents bacterial buildup more effectively than occasional heavy applications. Number 8. Sweeping before mopping. Your Nan always swept the kitchen floor before the mop came out, always. She never mopped over crumbs and dirt, pushing it into the corners and calling it clean. The broom came first. Every crumb, every bit of grit, swept into the dustpan and binned. Then the mop went over a properly clear floor. The result was genuinely clean, not just wet and dirty. 2 minutes of sweeping made the mopping actually effective instead of purely decorative. Number 7. Ironing everything. Sheets, pillowcases, tea towels, handkerchiefs, even underwear in some households. The iron did more than remove creases. The heat killed bacteria and dust mites in fabric, meaning ironed sheets were actually more hygienic than those pulled straight from the line. Your Nan stood at the ironing board with the radio on, pressing every item flat and smooth. The linen cupboard smelled of fresh cotton and warm starch. Beds made with ironed sheets felt different, crisper, cleaner. The decline of ironing is not just about wrinkled clothes. It is the loss of a genuine sanitizing step that kept bedding and towels properly clean between washes. Number 6. The daily bed-making rule. Your Nan made the bed every single morning without exception. Sheets pulled tight, pillows plumped, bedspread smoothed flat. A made bed changed the entire feel of the bedroom instantly. But it did more than look tidy. Pulling back the covers first to air the sheets, then making the bed properly meant moisture from the night evaporated before being trapped under the duvet. It took 2 minutes. It set the tone for the day. And it meant the bedroom always looked presentable if someone came round unexpectedly. Number 5. Soaking whites in napison. Before the stain had a chance to set, white shirts and bedding went into a bucket of napison overnight. The oxygen-based bleach lifted yellowing, removed sweat stains, and brought whites back to brilliant, without damaging the fabric. Your Nan kept a bucket under the sink specifically for soaking. Anything white that looked grey or tired went in the bucket before it went in the machine. The result was whites that actually looked white, not the dingy off-cream that passes for clean laundry in most modern homes. Number 4. Wiping down after every use. Your Nan wiped the kitchen surfaces after every single use. Not once a day, not when it looked dirty. Every time she finished preparing food, the cloth came out and the surface was wiped clean. After breakfast, after lunch, after tea, after making a cup of coffee. That constant maintenance meant grease and grime never had a chance to build up. The kitchen always looked freshly cleaned because, functionally, it was. She spent 30 seconds wiping after each use, instead of 20 minutes scrubbing at the weekend. Number 3. The Friday Blitz. Every Friday afternoon, without fail, your Nan did a full sweep of the house. The big clean, hoovering every room, mopping the kitchen and bathroom floors, cleaning the toilet and sink, wiping the mirrors, emptying all the bins. Friday was the day the house was restored to its best. This weekly reset meant dirt and mess never accumulated beyond 6 days. The habit was so ingrained, it became automatic. The house went into the weekend spotless, and guests could arrive unannounced on Saturday morning without causing panic. That fixed weekly deadline is the single most effective cleaning habit anyone can adopt. Number 2. Never going to bed with a dirty kitchen. This was the golden rule. No matter how tired she was, no matter how late the evening ran, your Nan never went upstairs until the kitchen was clean. Dishes washed and put away. Surfaces wiped. Floor swept. Bin emptied if it needed it. The kitchen was left ready for morning. Waking up to a clean kitchen meant the day started right. Waking up to last night's mess meant playing catch-up before breakfast. Your Nan understood that the kitchen sets the tone for the entire house. If the kitchen is clean, everything else feels manageable. If the kitchen is dirty, the whole house feels like it is falling apart. Number 1. Consistency over intensity. This is the one habit that underpinned every single entry on this list. Your Nan did not do dramatic deep cleanse once a month and then live in chaos between them. She did small things every single day, without exception. She opened the windows in the morning. She made the bed. Surfaces were wiped. Dishes were washed. Things were put back where they belonged. She cleaned one room properly each day. These tiny acts, repeated daily for decades, meant her house was permanently clean. Not clean for guests, not clean for photos. Clean because that was simply the state it existed in. She did not need motivation. She did not need a cleaning schedule pinned to the fridge. The habits were woven into the rhythm of her day as naturally as breathing. And that consistency, that quiet daily discipline, is the real secret the cleaning industry does not want you to know. You do not need more products. You need better habits. Here is my challenge to you. Pick 3 habits from this list and commit to them for 1 week. Just 7 days. Open the windows every morning. Wipe the kitchen after every use. Make the bed before you leave the bedroom. Then come back and tell me if your house does not feel completely different. Tell me your Nan was wrong. I dare you. Share which 3 you are choosing in the comments, and let me know which habit your grandmother swore by that I missed. Because this list could have been 50 entries long. Every family had their rituals. Every Nan had her ways. And every single one of them kept a cleaner house than we do with all our gadgets and sprays and subscription cleaning boxes. Your Nan knew. Now you know too.